Good morning to YouTube. Good morning to the YouTube family. It is, of course, Business Express. Good to be with you all. With the freshman Bakerr 19.
Business Express.
All right.
Smooth 98.1, love music, love life. Welcome back. If you just joined us here just in time, it's time for Business Express 981, and Rotus is here with us in the studio. Well, via Zoom, of course. Good morning, Rotus.
Good morning, Kayode. Good to be with you. Good to be with all our listeners and our YouTube viewers. It's what is this? The final 10 days of is it 11 days of 2021?
That's right.
I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's 5 days away from now. So are you excited about it?
It's been an interesting year, man. Yeah, look, hey, it's we're gonna be heading into a new year. Yeah, I have to say that I'm excited to see what the future holds.
All right, you guys, don't forget to reach out to us on our regular platform, which is our WhatsApp platform, 0809-444-091. That's where you can send your messages to. Let me say that again, 0809-444-0981. Rotus, what are we discussing this morning?
There's lots to discuss, lots going on. Let's start with FBNH. FBN, Holdings, the owners of First Bank. Apparently, Remy Babalola, the chair of the bank, chairman of FBN Holdings, he has resigned. He said, now this is yet to be confirmed by the bank. That is actually, I believe we already got a letter from the central bank expressing disappointment, but I believe we're yet to get confirmation by the bank and the stock exchange. We're expecting that. I believe we should get that today. He was appointed as the chairman of the of First Bank back in I think it was April of this year, when the central bank governor Gordon Emefiele removed the board of FBNH, led by Oba Otudeko. Remember, that was as a result of some management moves that were being made. Dr. Shola Adedotun was removed as CEO, but then he was reinstated by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Central Bank said that they'll be, making sure that they right the ship at FBNH in terms of corporate governance and so on. But let me read his letter. This is, of course, Remy Babalola's letter that he wrote, which, by the way, if anybody is wondering, I mean, it's coming on the heels of Mr. Otedola, Femi Otedola, becoming the majority shareholder of FBNH. I think his shareholding is now about 7.5%, the largest reported in public. Okay. And, that's the biggest news that came out. And then, of course, Mr. Babalola's resignation followed. Well, I won't read the entire letter. He just said it's a letter apparently he wrote to the co-directors of First Bank, saying that after deep reflection on recent developments relative to my personal values, I resigned my appointment as a non-executive director and chairman of the board of directors of FBN Holdings with immediate effect. I thank you for your unflinching support, cooperation, and valuable contributions during my short leadership. And he said, I wish you the very best as you soldier on. So, look, FBNH, profitable year, few corporate governance matters here and there, but things looked like they were going well. So
I was just going to ask that, what does this mean for FBN Holdings? What does this mean for?
Yeah, no, I mean, the central bank will, they'll probably, I believe that the announcement should already have been made or should be made, confirmed today by the bank and the NGX as far as who the new leadership is. But so someone will be put in place already. I believe that should have already been announced. But today is Monday, we'll get the official. In fact, hang on.
Maybe they should.
There is, I know that the announcement was already made. I think the CBN, yeah, his name is Alhaji Ahmad Abdullahi as non-executive director of First Bank Holding and chairman. Yeah, so that's who has been appointed. So a replacement has been appointed already. And so, it was on Friday evening. The director of corporate communications of the central bank, Mr. Osita Nwanisobi, he made that disclosure. So a replacement, they move pretty quickly in order to make sure that somebody there is in leadership. So he's replaced Mr. Babalola, Alhaji Ahmad Abdullahi. So leadership, they put someone back in there. But if you look at First Bank shares, how they've been moving recently with the whole, accumulation of shares for new leadership, it's been quite interesting. So that's just on the corporate level. That's just the announcement that took place with respect to leadership at the top. So a replacement has been made, and I think today we'll get, we'll hear officially from the stock. It's a publicly traded company and the bank. Yeah.
Okay, go on. I thought you said today we're going to get a proper statement on what's to come in the coming days, coming months, as far as FBN is concerned.
Right. So that's, you have to have, this happened pretty quickly on Friday. So you've got an official word from the bank itself. So we'll get all that confirmation later today from the bank and the NGX. Because when these type of moves are made, shareholders have to be informed, the public has to be informed, so on and so forth. So we'll see what happens there. So that's just the leadership change at FBN Holdings. To food, Kayode, it looks like Nigeria's food imports climbed in 2021, according to the Bureau of Statistics. It is not unconnected with insecurity in the country. So we're seeing, I think, 2.1 trillion naira worth of food products imported into the country from January through September. 75% increase compared to 1.2 trillion that was imported between January and September of 2020. So it's according to the Bureau of Statistics trade report. Now, the thing is, it's mainly insecurity.
Keeps on rising.
Yeah. Keeps on rising. There's a new movie out called, I think it's Soole. Is it Sole? Or I think that's how it's, I'm not sure if that's how it's pronounced, but it's, how is it pronounced? Did I get it? Sole. Thank you. Is that something to do with a bus? What does Sole mean?
Yes, it was filmed in a bus. It means, it means how you drop in bus, really. Sole.
Okay. So I haven't seen the film. I saw Spider-Man. By the way, Spider-Man broke records over the weekend. But Sole is a Nollywood film filmed on a bus. I believe it was a bus journey to Enugu.
Yeah.
And the film is very accurate in how it reflects insecurity in the nation. So it's a comedy, I believe, comedy or drama. And you've got all these types of incidents that happen on buses. You got a guy who comes up, stands up and starts preaching to people. You've got other issues that go on, but there's a scene in the movie where they have to deal with armed robbers while they're traveling. So if you haven't seen it, check out the trailer. I think it's still playing in theaters. But again, you've got Nollywood reflecting the realities of interstate travel and how unsafe it is. So I was just bringing that up just to reflect the fact that insecurity is still affecting food production. I believe there's a quote.
As much as 89 trillion between January and September.
Yeah, that is so 1.2 between what was 2.1 trillion according to the NBA.
1 trillion. I don't know why I got 89.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's
in the
that's
coming
a lot.
year, 2022, if the insecurity is not, the situation is not tackled, that means that it would keep on rising beyond that and more, yes?
Yeah, that thing, it's yes. I mean, you have to essentially attend to that. There's also the issue of infrastructure, storage, roads, being able to transport food safely before it perishes and stuff like that. So you know that there's going to be a lot of demand for food this week between O1 bears, weddings, Christmas parties, all that. So we're going to continue to see pressure with respect to the import food bill. So something, I mean, it's still something that needs to be attended to in the nation because it continues to be a problem. So that's, by the way, you haven't attended any concerts, have you? Moving to hospitality and entertainment.
I haven't attended any. I don't think I plan on going to concerts this year.
Exactly. I did see there was one concert that took place at the Echo Atlantic yesterday or the day before, and it was spaced out. The stage was far away. They had people were far away from the stage. Although I did see a crowd of people on the beach. They weren't really socially distanced, but the stage, though, they kept the stage far back and then tried to keep some space between people and the stage. And they did the best. They tried to do the best that they can. Now, there's a lot of other events lined up for this week. I think Olamide and Fino are performing this week.
Awesome.
Yeah. I think Wizkid is performing this week. There's a bunch of artists that are performing. The hospitalities business sector is badly in need of big performances. So, we'll see how that works out. But I bring all that up just to mention that I heard Thames is now a global ambassador for Tommy Hilfiger. Apparently, they see if I share this image with you. I think they put her on their Instagram page. Yeah, there it is. So they put her on their Instagram page saying she's now an ambassador for Tommy Jeans, and she also repeated the same post. So I think back in September, Wizkid was made a global ambassador for Tommy Hilfiger back in September. So, look, on the international front, it's good for at least to be seeing these artists mentioned in this way. So good on Thames. Thames has really blown up this year. I think thanks to the was it Essence? Yeah.
So,
but it's just
real quick because we're almost out of time. This one here from Benito talks about the FBN holdings. He says, "Hi, Kayode. The selling of Honeywell flour to flour mills of Nigeria for 89 billion is a grand scheme to validate and reconfirm scrutinization of Oba Otudeko's Honeywell loan from First Bank, and this is the heart of the grand issue. Plus, the Tedala wants control of the FBN holdings." Okay. This one from Benga Kamu says, "Until we sort out the insecurity issue, food prices are going to continue to go up. The earlier we tackle this, the better for us. And on the other hand, government agencies continue to kill small business and big businesses, compounding the economic situation of Nigerians. Osibajo should go beyond talk shops and do something about it." That's on Benga Kamu. Ogeno Chuko says, "Food importation will keep increasing as long as there is insecurity in the country. Only yesterday, agri-products was destroyed by bandits in Kaduna." And we've got Yinka Bolu. Yinka Bolu says, "Kayode, Sole is a kind of bus transport where the bus raid for passengers not from the designated bus park. So if the fare to say Ibadan is 2,000, you can get Sole for 700 to same Ibadan." Well, Yinka is actually right though.
Nice. Thank you for that, Yinka, and thank you for Benga Kamu, Ogene, everybody else that sent messages. Thank you for that. Okay, so again, Sole is it's out in theaters. It's a Nollywood film. The Nollywood movies are still. In fact, I think there was another one that just came out this weekend. Aki and Popo. Those two.
That's much anticipated.
Yeah. So let's all support the movie industry as much as we can this Christmas. Everybody, socially distance and keeping ourselves safe. Appreciate all the messages.
I like what they're doing with the concerts, though. Like you mentioned, a lot of people are going to concerts this week, but then they're asking for most people to come. If you're vaccinated, yes, come to the concert, then come with your vaccination cards. I don't know how sustainable that is, but it's a good way to, try and get people to be vaccinated and also make people aware that there's still a pandemic out there. You've got to be careful of what you do.
Very true. Well said. All
right, Rotus, once again, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure having you here.
Thank you, Kayode. Appreciate it.
Lagos, there's more to come. This is Business Express right here on Smooth 98.1 on the Smooth Breakfast. My name is Kayode Bakerr. Stay with us.
Business Express.